Hello, humans and pets. We're at Panera today.
Panera.
They came out with a bunch of stuff. We've had good luck. We've had all right luck with these guys.
Does it say on there?
I know what these are. I don't know which one is which, but we got 3 sandwiches today. That's less than 5, more than 2. We got the Zesty Tuscan. So they have bagel stacks, which are like bagel sandwiches. You can get them at any time during the day. I feel like it's a more breakfast. I want to say it has egg on it. Might be wrong. I don't actually know. I don't do a lot of research here.
Yeah,
I like to wing it because I like to have an open mind when I eat the food, except for Arby's. Now, we have the Zesty Tuscan Asiago Bagel Stack. We got the Spicy Steak Asiago Bagel Stack. I'm eating it. And the Chicken Roma Asiago Bagel Stack. So you have like a chicken tomato vibe going on right there.
They were all approximately...
They were all $7.99.
$7.99.
So,
comes with a bag of chips.
I think if you add like more money to it, you can get, or maybe it's smaller, but you also get like a soup.
Oh, okay.
You could do a deal with that somehow.
I didn't realize we had multiple sandwiches. I'm going to see if we can rip them or
Well,
cut them.
I told you we had 3.
I didn't realize that until we already left. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't paying attention.
I'm not worried about it. We can rip it.
It might not be as pretty.
I'm excited to see how they are.
We're going to show how pretty they are.
I'm worried to see how they are as well.
Ooh, this is not a traditional looking bagel.
No, it doesn't have a hole because it's a bagel stack. Whatever that means. Let's open the other one.
Do you want your...
For the
you're going to do the photo?
Now, I don't know which sandwich is which.
I can't tell because there's nothing hanging out.
I'm assuming that's the Zesty Tuscan.
Okay, there you go.
But maybe this one is.
So you
they
ready?
all have Asiago cheese. This one looks like chicken, though.
Okay, you ready?
I don't see the tomato.
All right. It's a crunchy. I don't even know if this.
So what's up with people like slamming on their brakes in parking lots?
Well,
a bunch of ghosts. There's nobody driving in the parking lot, and they just stop.
The funny thing, I think it's because Panera, their actual drive-through says "get out" if you're not in. You know what I mean?
Our Panera has a drive-through, and their drive-through is fantastic.
Now I just want to show the cross section of this one.
It's one of them. It's probably the chicken Roma.
There's not a ton of goods in it. Can you just... All right, we want to start with this one since I cut it?
Sure. I think this is a chicken Roma given the Roma tomato. Maybe.
I don't see the Roma. There's chicken in there, though.
Like, it's a little bit, you see?
Mm-hmm.
That's my guess. You got some leafy greens here.
I should have took my jacket off. I don't want to make a mess in my jacket. Oh.
Asiago cheesy, am I right?
There's the tomato. Mm-hmm. What herb am I eating?
Which one?
The greenie.
Probably like, I don't know, man.
I didn't know if it's
talking like the spinach type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Just like a. I know it. I'm just stupid today.
No, I'm trying to think. I can't figure it out. It doesn't add a crunch because it gets all like wilty. It's almost like a spinach leaf, like a one of them ones when you get the bag and it tastes like leaves more than like a lettuce.
I don't know. I want to say kale. It's giving me kale flavor, but it's not kale.
Mm-mm.
I like kale. You like kale?
It depends. You can't just eat it. I tried frying it
Why
once.
not?
I tried frying it once because Rachel Ray did it. I'm like, oh, this is going to be good. Kale chips, not for me.
No. That's sad food. That's sad food. I like kale when it's mixed in with other like leafy greens.
Mm-hmm.
I like arugula. I like some stuff like that.
When I went on one of my many different diets, like a high fiber diet, and I was making a bunch of soups. I had thrown a bunch of kale in it.
Is kale high fiber?
It was good in the soups. I had beans. Yeah, that wasn't the only soup I made. My soup was filled with all kinds of. I like this one. I like the sauce that's on one. The cheese, it's very cheesy. I wish there was more chicken, if that's what it actually is. There's only a little bit of it.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
It's good.
And I would dare say it's better than any of the chicken we've eaten recently on the channel.
And I think that's because of the sauce that they have on there.
Come on, Jersey Mike's. No, the chicken's just better.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it is thinly sliced, but it works here because it tastes like it's grilled. You know what I mean? That might just be in my head. But it has like an actual, it hasn't been sitting here all day vibe, which I appreciate.
To their credit, the bread is phenomenal, by the way. Like this is this is a good bread for a
It
sandwich.
is a bakery.
No, I'm giving them credit where credit is due. That's probably my favorite part of the sandwich. I think this is like fancy. You know what I'm saying? Like the sandwich seems fancy to me.
Because it's fresh ingredients and we're used to plastic. Is it worth $7.99? That's what. Does it taste good? Yes, it's tasty. One of the three is good. So,
me personally, that sandwich right there with the sauce, the cheese, the vegetables, the chicken, I actually would buy that again at $7.99. I thought it was very good. I think it was super flavorful, and I think it all worked. The bread alone is worth the $7.99 to me. Like this is so much better than any like hamburger bun or anything else that we've had. You know what I mean?
Because it's got like the exterior crust, but it's also soft.
Yeah. That's the thing. It is a good tasting bread. It does have that nice crunch, but then you get to the inside, like you said, and it's got that nice texture too. So,
and mind you, it also comes with a bag of chips.
Yep.
Just like a small, like 50-cent.
I'll give you a pot with the meats hanging out. You can
now
you can give them a cross section.
Zesty Tuscan. It looks like there's a pepper spread. It looks like some sort of cured meat. I don't want to take a guess, but I would guess. There's also still the chicken and the green stuff.
Yeah. So if I'm going to grade them, I'm going to give that last one a solid 8 because I want room.
See, the issue is it's like a 9 out of 10 sandwich.
It was.
There's nothing wrong with that sandwich.
Okay, I'll give it a 9, but then I'm going to have to go points. You know what I mean?
The issue is I don't know what I would change to make it better. That's what I always try to envision in my head. Like, what would I like to
The only reason I went 8 is so I have room for improvement in case these are better.
Exactly. But, like, compared to most of the stuff we have on the channel,
this bread is 10 out of 10.
It's
I
an
absolutely
8 for what
love
these are.
I love the taste of the bread. That just the bread alone. I just ate a piece of the bread. It's got a beautiful crunch. It's kind of buttery. It's just good.
You're gonna like this one, I think. Oh yeah.
The pepper spread brings it right up.
You know,
I like that. It's almost like a chicken cordon bleu when you get the chicken and the ham type. It's a cured meat, but it's kind of like
vibe.
It's kind of that same feeling with the pepper spread with the vegetables.
Do you like chicken cordon bleu? Because it always makes me sad. I don't know. It's always dry. I've never had a good one.
Oh, I used to. I've only made it like once or twice, but I made a good one.
Yeah, using Burger King ingredients.
Oh, this is a 9.5. This is like could be bumped higher to a solid 10, but we have one more to go, and I can't go that far. I would get this one. I don't know which one this one is. The
Zesty Tuscan Asiago Bagel Stack.
Yes, the last one was very good. This one's better. This one's better.
Yeah. Like if the other one was solid, this one's life changing. You know what I mean? Like this will make your day better.
Granted,
which is rare.
It's a big chase in money, or difference in money. But if you refer back to the 2 sad wraps that we did yesterday, I don't know what order he's going to put him out from Dunkin'. I said there's got to be a breakfast place better than what we ate. This is 1,000 times better than what we ate.
Maybe because they, to my knowledge, make the food in the place.
And
you know what I mean?
They do coffee here, right?
Yeah, they have coffees. They have they used to have the electric lemonade.
No, we're not talking about that. Yeah, that almost shut them
down.
Should.
I kind of wanted to try it. I'm jealous I didn't get to. But
I like this a lot. The funny thing is because I like the pepper spread. I just want to say I like that sauce that was on that last one, though. You know what I mean? This one's almost it needed more pepper spread for me, like to give it more of the flavor. But that sauce, that creamy sauce they had on the last one, was the only. I'd almost want that on this one too, like just to add that little sauciness,
I love the incorporation of another meat here while still keeping the chicken, because they could have just easily just dropped the chicken and then just had this for the same price. I think this is going to be my favorite one.
So far, it definitely is.
I am very looking forward to the next one, and you should be too.
Okay.
But this is really good. It's so fresh tasting. It's bright. This is what I wanted the Market Basket sub to taste like, and it absolutely doesn't. I would rather order one of these than that sub. any day of the week because one tastes good.
I like that sub. I did.
Dude.
This is fancy compared to it, though. This is
No, it just tastes
decadent,
good.
is what they want to say. It
No,
does. It does taste good.
Decadent's like for sweets. You know, you don't. This isn't sweet.
I can't just use verbs.
Not wrong.
Okay.
You can use words like.
This may get bumped to a 10, but I'm gonna put it at a 9.5.
Try a sentence like market basket.
I like that. I didn't mind that sandwich.
Bad. It wasn't bad. It was good.
I like it better. I thought it was heartier
You're paying
and tastier.
roughly the same price.
But you're
And
getting a foot long.
one tastes better. Like 8 times better. That's a lot of times. That's 8 of them.
What makes this better is the bread. I'm saying it. Granted, the ingredients are good too, but this bread is next level compared to that. I have to say that.
Yeah, all of it is.
Yeah. It tastes fancy. That's right. It really does. It has, and if I'm being honest,
just flavorful.
it has like it's almost filling because the bread is so dense.
Yeah.
But not in a bad way. It's hearty.
We have in total eaten one sandwich.
Correct.
Each,
and I'm feeling
it's solid.
Yeah, and I'm feeling like I'm not starving.
I eat one of those, and I eat like if I get a drink or whatever, I'm good.
With a bag of chips?
Good for the morning. Yeah, a bag of chips.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm good for morning, lunch, whatever, you know?
That's what I was getting at. I mean, we ate what came out to a whole sub, and I'm in that same fullness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it just wasn't great.
This one smells very good. So this one's the steak one? Is that what?
This is a spicy steak, and it has the pepper spread. It's kind of just a steak with steak and cheese with Asiago cheese. It still has that fresh green.
Yep.
There's greens in it.
Whatever those may be.
Dude, I know the name of it.
Is it arugula?
Oh.
I think it could be arugula.
I don't think so. I don't taste the peppery nature of it.
Okay.
Maybe.
Whatever it is, it just adds that it changes the flavor on there. You know what I mean? I wish it had a little more of a crunch, but that's not what that vegetable is.
It might be. Dude, I don't know, man. I just don't get the pepperiness like I normally do. But I am a big arugula fan.
Now, the steak is seasoned way more than the turkey was. Or the chicken, sorry.
Yeah.
There's way more flavor on this steak. Texture-wise, it's almost like it's a shaved steak. Like if we got a steak and cheese.
Yes. And you have the pepper spread. All of these are cheesy. That's what I like. They didn't short you on the cheese.
Nope.
And I absolutely love the hard, crusty bread, you know?
Am I getting cilantro on this one?
I haven't eaten it enough.
I think I'm getting cilantro on the steak.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah, there definitely is.
I'm definitely getting cilantro on the steak.
Which I like a lot.
This is a 10 out of 10. I 100% will get every one of these again in this order. The steak, the last one we just ate with the ham and the chicken, and then none of them are inferior. They're all very, very good.
I want to say I'd go for the Zesty Tuscan one more. The second one we had. But yeah, no, this one's also very good. They're all good. They're all very good.
This steak is super juicy. It's super moist. I do love the cilantro hit to that. That actually just adds a nice flavor.
Even though it's like a bold flavor, it's still bright.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Like, it's not...
To the point where it's funny because on the last sandwich, you could really taste the pepper spread. The vinegar jumped out, but hitting the cilantro like that, you get the heat of it. You don't get as much of just the vinegary.
It transforms it.
Yes, it definitely changes the flavor of that. You know, I'll say it. For years, Ryan's mother loved Panera, and I'm like, I'm never going
go
there.
like twice a year.
I'm like, I don't want to go and buy a sandwich. That's just stupid. I'd buy every one of these again. These are all excellent.
Yeah. I mean, they're starting 25, the big year. Is that what, I don't know. 2025, that's the year we are currently in. You might not be, and that's okay. You might be 2022 still. I'm
gonna throw it out there.
Hello.
These are the best 3 sandwiches I've had from this place.
They're starting off really strong.
These
and I hope that
and I liked some of the other
ones. Other places take notes. You know, because their pricing's not outrageous, and it's tasty, and you can also get it like as a combo with a soup,
which would be ideal.
Hello.
Like if you could get Like this one with the cilantro, and then throw like that tomato bisque soup that they had there. I'd be in heaven. This is easily. It's all about the bread, you know, and you've said that in prior things where, really, to make a good sandwich or a grinder, the better the bread, the better. Right. That's all there is to it. This has the perfect crunch on the outside, chewiness on the inside. The flavor is absolutely delicious.
You could have Wagyu beef that's like sous vide and perfectly tender, and the best sauce ever that's like Willy Wonka mode, like blow your marbles.
Right.
And then have it on white bread, and it's the worst sandwich you're ever going to consume. You know what I mean? Like, for me, at least, the bread is the most crucial part to a sandwich. And then it's the sauce.
No, I don't disagree with that.
Because that's kind of the big flavor-forward thing that connects every of the ingredients is the sauce. But in my head, that's the most important. If you nailed those two things, you could just... I mean, that's why peanut butter and jellies exist. Right? Because people like that bread. People like that sauce. You don't really need anything else. So, if you nail those two things and add other stuff to it that's also inoffensive, you have a great sandwich. Everything here plays its parts so well. It's like a fully set chessboard. You know, you have all the pieces that you need to win.
Yeah.
They won.
You know, it's funny because I thought in my head, because I've been making Ryan like these big bagel, egg, and cheese sandwiches, but I make the bagel into a garlic bread, and I thought I was going to be disappointed with the bread. Like, it's not going to be as good as mine.
Yeah.
That bread's just next level. I have to figure out how to bake that. I have to figure out how to make it.
I love bagel stack as the combo. I don't know what the stack is, and it's not really resembling a bagel.
No.
I understand it's like probably the same amount of like fat used to make it, or like any, you know, like the enricher ingredients.
It doesn't look like a bagel, but texture-wise, bagels, when you toast them, have that same crunch on the outside and chew on the inside.
Even when it's not toasted, you should have that.
Yeah.
They nailed that.
Yes.
With these. And I really enjoy it.
I do too.
And I do think not having a hole in the middle is great.
Well, that's why
that's annoying.
It
falls through the bottom, falls through the top. Who cares?
I want to figure out how to make them. That is absolutely delicious.
No egg on these sandwiches. I'm stupid. For some reason, I thought there was going to be.
Well, yeah, because when
you
said like breakfast and stuff, I assumed there was going to be an egg on it too.
Well, I think it was just because I looked at the photo. I'm like, oh, it's bagel. Probably has an egg.
The fun part. Oh, the funny thing about it is going into this, and then looking at it. There's not a lot of stuff on the inside of it. I was visually disappointed, but it was such a smash of flavor. I'm not at all.
Yeah,
like it was enough. It was enough.
It's all such a flavor that you can't get anywhere else. Of course, you can make it yourself and go to like a restaurant. They probably have a sandwich with Asiago cheese and a bunch of stuff. And a lot of places are having Asiago cheese. Not as good as this one, though.
No.
It's very flavorful. They added a decent bit of it.
Yeah. And the three sandwiches were distinctly different. I like the sauce on the first one. The second one was good with the pepper spread. This last one was just next. It had the cilantro flavor, and you got the pepper flavor on there, and then you get the little crunch from,
it's the same
I think it's
meat as
arugula.
the ciabattas. The ciabatta dippers.
Yep.
It's the same exact stuff that they use in everything.
That's a better bread than what we had on the dippers.
It just works better than
it is.
This form.
Yeah.
You know, like hands down.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to dip this too.
Oh, 100%.
It doesn't need it. The other one did.
Yeah. That's the difference. The soup, when we dipped it, actually made the sandwich on the last one. This bread stands alone.
It's not as dry.
Yes.
The bread is soft.
Yep.
But it's crispy. You know, like you can go like this with a fork and it would make the fun noise.
I would love to put I'd put everything on that. I got to figure out how to make the bread.
Everything?
No, well, because how good would, because when you were eating the egg sandwiches, I was making a bacon and burger. Yeah. And, you know, on that bread is next level.
You got to make the bread, and then I think you, like, boil it in baking soda.
I don't know.
That's how I think it's, you get water and baking soda, and then you, like, boil the bread in it after you cook it, so that's how you get the hard crust. It's baking soda, baking powder. You can look it up. You probably know if you cook.
I'm not a baker, but I want to try.
Yeah,
it may be bad,
but I sure do love bacon.
No. Yeah, that's the only thing that, like, if we had the Big Bunny bacon on there, that would be next level.
Big Bunny bacon.
That's the only difference.
Sponsor us, please.
Yeah, but
they make good bacon.
Well, there you go. We went on long enough. Run, don't walk to the store to get this one. Honestly, all three of these, and they're all distinctly different. So, like, if you went 3 days in a row,
like steak, get the steak one.
Oh, yeah.
You want other stuff, get the.
But no, you're
gonna
gonna get that cilantro.
Chicken, get that.
That cilantro hits though. You know what I mean? If you're one of them soap people,
sure,
don't get the steak.
I could get that.
Yeah,
but like, start liking soap because this is a good sandwich.
That is a very good.
You don't want to dislike.
All three of them are excellent.
But yeah, I mean, one of these is probably for you, and that's kind of why they have three of the same sandwich, but differently, you know?
Yeah, and they all hit totally different.
You know, I like the freshness of the tomato on the chicken Roma one.
Yep.
I wish the tomato carried over to the other ones.
I agree.
And that's very rare for me to say.
Yep.
But it was just good tomato.
I agree. That's why each sandwich was uniquely different, because you got hits with different flavors on each one.
I've been wanting to do that again. Like, we did it one time. I got a bunch of bread, and we did a spin the wheel for bread. And I don't really want to spin the wheel, but I want to get a bunch of different types of tomato because there's a ridiculous amount. And then we eat the different tomatoes. Like, I want you to eat a heirloom tomato because they're great. I love heirloom tomatoes. It's the one tomato that I like.
Leave a comment down below on what you would like to see instead, please.
You know heirloom tomatoes? You probably do.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up.
Eat the bone on the garlic? The shell? Like the little wrapping
paper? I'm sure you could. I don't know. I've never nor have any reason to try. But I'm sure it's, I don't know. Well, there you go. That's our review. Again, if you see something new.
Fun fact of the day. I used to do this all the time. Here, first of all, have anything new, leave a comment down below. We love your suggestions. Check out Let's Catch More Mash. Look in the description. They have fun over there. They do whiskey reviews. If that's something you're into, you can go check it out. It's down in the description. You can search it up, Let's Catch More Mash. But I'll leave you with a fun fact of the day.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, so the space station, right? They need oxygen up there. You know how they get it? It's the water. I thought it was plants. I thought they had a bunch of plants up, and they do, right? They have a bunch of plants to like study and see what it's like to grow plants in space. But they it's from the water. They use a process to extract the oxygen because water is like 80 or 90% oxygen. So they use a process. I forget the word. You can look. It's like oxygenization, probably. Yeah, they extract the oxygen from the water, and they reuse the water, and that's why they can breathe forever.
Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. I did not know that.
So, to all the people stuck in the space station, shout out to you. They've been up there for a while.
Yeah, they were supposed to.
Too much trash. They can't.
Supposed to come down like 6 months ago, but they can't. So
yeah, because all the trash blocks the spaceships.
Well,
stop throwing your trash in space.
Wherever it is. That being
said, put it in the ocean instead. Like, where are we gonna put it? We gotta figure that out.
Stop, Greta. All right. So
who's that? Where is she?
Yeah. All right. That being said, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.